Yeah, today was a celebration of our veteran heroes. We do this every year. It started over on the west side, the Canyon Ridge campus, about 7 years ago, and we invite our veteran heroes to come in, and some of them are regulars, like Mr. Marshall, who is a Vietnam veteran, former Air Force pilot, and he was a prisoner of war. But also Eddie Dean, whose dad was part of the part of the D-Day invasion. He was actually 3 minutes after the landing. He hit the beaches. He was in the construction battalion. And the point is to get the kids to see these are real people, and our life today is the life that we have with our freedoms is because of these fine individuals. We miss Annabelle Bunch. We ended up. She comes every year. Unfortunately, this year she was sick. But she was in the Signal Corps in the Army back in the 50s, which was highly unusual. In fact, in her class, she was the only woman, and women served as admirably as the men. So we just are here to honor our veterans, and that's what we do here at Shadow Ridge every year.
So I directed the film that you just saw a trailer for, and it was really important to me just because I have a lot of family in the military now and that had served, and I have family that had recently passed from World War II, and it was really special and touching to me, and I felt I needed to do something to remember that for myself and to make something for people to understand what it meant to be here and to have the freedom and to know what it meant to be American, what it is to be in the land of the free. It needs to be shown that it is true those wars did happen and it scars. It can be something shown into something beautiful if you make it that way. It was really touching and it was amazing to do that.
My name is James Jacobs. I served in the U.S. Air Force from 1970 to 1975. My father was an Air Force veteran. He served during Korea at the Pentagon in Washington. I had an uncle who also served. He was in the Army in Korea, and he was in tanks. And part of his experience was that we had heard through the family that he had had 2 tanks shot out from under him, and he's never been able to speak of it. As a fellow veteran, I understand some of that trauma and how it hurts. But every one of my family has put some time into keeping this country free. And I have 2 children that are in the process of doing the same thing. And demonstrating to people of this world and America that this country is well worth fighting for and keeping free and keeping everyone in it free. It's well worth the effort, and if I was called up again now, I would go in a heartbeat, because that is what is necessary to keep this world and this country free.
Alright, so Veterans Day, to me it means about the men and women who have served this country, the men and women that have given their lives, that have done their best to protect and give us freedom. To me, Veterans Day is the most important day in U.S. history because we want to remember that we have people out there in different countries who are fighting for us, who are doing their best right now to make sure that we as a people can be free, so that we as a people can go to different events, go to Disney World, go to different places. The reason why I believe this is so important is because without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. Wouldn't be able to do Veterans Day. We wouldn't be able to do anything at all. So I want to say thank you to the men and women who are serving this country and who are giving their lives for us.